Hey everybody, it's Dennis with Bleeple, and as promised, we are at the Not-A-Con Con here at Tates Comics. This is in Lauderhill, right between Commercial Boulevard and Oakland Park Boulevard on University, East Side. And we're having a little bit of a con. They just started, and we've got games, we've got costumes. There's going to have a lot of different cosplay here today, as well as talk to some of the artists and writers on the Artist Alley. So that'll be fun. We're getting ready to have a little fun here, a little Bleeple fun as well. So look for Reagan, look for myself, look for Tom, and maybe some other folks. All right, so we'll be talking to you throughout the day today at Not-A-Con Comic-Con. And right now, these folks have been so nice over here. They're getting ready to almost walk in the picture. You can do this because we're live internet. That's completely fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
Hello.
And we've got Nikki.
Hi.
Yeah, and so far, this is kind of cool because if you can't go to the San Diego Con, I've been there a couple times and everything. Let me tell you something. The parking's a lot better here. And it doesn't smell as bad as the San Diego Comic-Con yet, so this is great. So we're at Tates in Lauderhill, and let me just ask you a couple things here. First of all, Karen, is this the first time you've been here?
Absolutely.
Okay, and how does it feel like just to be able to kind of walk in and suddenly see all these different costumes?
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Are you a big sci-fi fan?
I am.
Okay, and what, from a comic book standpoint, what would be your favorite comic book superhero?
Batman.
All right. Well, that's good. Which leads us to the next thing. Nikki, you're dressed as of course, the Joker's girlfriend, Harley Quinn.
Indeed.
Yeah. And what is it about Harley Quinn that you seem to like the most?
Her energy and her attitude towards everything.
Okay. And now, Harley Quinn, we know she's going to be in the new Suicide Squad movie coming from DC. Yep. And it's going to be, I believe it's Margot Robbie. She was in Wolf of Wall Street. Do you know her?
I do not know her.
She's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool here. So, are you going to be entered in the masquerade or the contest?
No.
Well, why is that?
I'm trying to talk her into it, but she won't do it.
Okay. Did you know it's $50,000 for the
right,
prize?
we'll do it.
No, just made that up. Free Slurpee. Free Slurpee. Free Slurpee.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
bonus.
Well, excellent. Well, listen, have a great time.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure we'll see you around here as well here.
Awesome.
But you look great. Great costume. I love the Transformer shirt as well here. So everyone's having a great time over here. We're going to talk to a few other people as well. And we'll see you guys a little bit later on Bleeple. I've got Deadpool here. And so Deadpool, who of course is very, very excited. He's got the big film coming out with Ryan Reynolds. Hopefully making up for Green Lantern.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Green Lantern wasn't him.
It was not him.
That was not him.
I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan from Just Friends when he was in that movie. That was great. So hopefully he brings more of that humor to Deadpool. So let me ask you this. How many, is this the first time you've ever been to Tate's?
No, this is my second time. I was here last year. I was something else, but now I'm Deadpool today.
Okay, excellent. And what is it about Deadpool that you like the most in regarding the character itself?
Well, he's very funny. He's very charming, and he's very crazy, but an anti-hero. So that's what I like about him. And he keeps making you laugh all the time. Won't stop.
Yeah, and see, the other thing that's nice about this, and some of our viewers will know this too, because we do a lot of obscure 80s and 70s TV references.
Yeah.
Did you? You're familiar with Three's Company?
Yeah.
Now remember how Mr. Roper, Norman Fell, used to break the fourth wall?
Yeah.
Remember that? Where he was the only. In fact, I have a theory that he was the only supernatural being on that entire show because he knew he was in a show, right? He would look at the camera, right? And the reason why I say that is that Deadpool is the same way, right? He breaks the fourth wall.
Absolutely. That's what he says. It's like it's a movie, but it's like it's talking to the audience. It's like it's talking to you, but nobody's there, but he knows he's talking to you face to face, though. It's like that. It's kind of like that.
Excellent. Well, you look great, and I hope you're having a good time over here. And we're going to actually talk to a few more folks as well. But good luck on the movie. And I believe the term is chimichangas for you.
Chimichangas, Merc with a Mouth, February 2016. Check it out.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you, pal. Appreciate it. All right, we'll talk to a few more people here, and we'll see everybody in a little bit. Bye-bye. Walk through a little bit here. We're going to see if we can get some interviews. We actually, this gentleman right here looks pretty awesome. He's telling me to hold on, so he's got to pull up his supervillain fly. And just like in the comics. And he's all right, my friend. My name's Dennis. I'm with Bleeple, and actually we do an internet talk show, and you are a real supervillain. Is that right?
I am. This is a true story. I guess I don't need my own microphone right now. I can turn this off. Don't mind when I reach into my crotch. This is true. I'm a real-life supervillain, Tamerlane. I am a direct response, if you will, the reaction to the action of real-life superheroes. who coincidentally, I shouldn't even put a plug in for them, but they're in San Diego right now doing their thing. I'm here in North Lauderdale.
Now, we're happy to have you. Now, let me ask you this. How long have you been a superhero? Or, excuse me, supervillain?
Yeah, please don't insult me. That's a very decent question. I've been a real-life supervillain for 4 years now, since 2011.
And where would you say, I'm sure you have a nemesis, an arch nemesis, or many, probably many. Who would you say is your top nemesis right now?
Broward Sheriff's Office.
So Broward Sheriff's Office. I think a few of us might actually be able to do a cadre or a legion together for that kind of a super.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they've affected many people before, yeah. Wolverine! Ah!
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what. Is this the first time that you've been to Tate's during this?
Well, I've crashed the party before, but this is the first time I was invited. Yes. And by the way, just so I'm let you know, I'm also here with Athena Finger and Ben Finger, the granddaughter and the great grandson of the creator of Batman, Bill Finger, the real creator. Don't believe that Bob Kane and Abel shit.
No. It's definitely Bill Finger itself. So that's awesome. So I'll tell you what. We appreciate your time on that.
Thank you, Bleeple people.
Yeah, and we will. We'll be probably showing you here on Monday, so that'll be kind of fun.
Excellent. I appreciate your time.
All right, thanks very much.
Keep up.
Hi, everybody. It's Dennis again, and we're having a great time over at Tate's. Again, lots of folks in costume, and we've got another gentleman here right now. And actually, what's your name, sir?
My name is Chris.
And Chris, what character are you representing right now?
This is Uncle Iroh from Avatar when he's in Bossing Say.
Okay, all right. And when you say Avatar, we're not talking about Avatar, the James Cameron movies. We're talking about like the Last Airbender. Okay, so even I knew that. Which was great on that. So, what is it about this character that you like?
Actually, the reason behind this was because when I was in college, we had a murder mystery thing going on with a bunch of different anime characters. And I was picked for the role of Iroh, so I went in. This is the design we came up with.
Oh, fantastic! So you've been able to keep the costume, which is kind of nice.
Yep, and this is my fire bending.
Oh wow! All right, so he's got like special effects on here as well, which is kind of cool. All right, well, is this the first time you've come in costume to Tate's?
Yes, it has.
Okay, and what do you think so far? I know it just started and everything, but pretty fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's fun to see all the different people and get to talk to them.
Great, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, it's been a pleasure. And listen, good job on the costume itself. I wish I could have like a pair of pants that I could hang on to for just like a couple of months without me either getting smaller or bigger. But you got the full-on costume. You've been able to keep that, so it looks great. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
What do you think that
Okay, so hi, I'm Dennis with Bleeple. We actually do a live internet TV show, and just wanted to ask you a couple questions here. Is this the first time you've ever been to Tate's?
No.
This is our second time.
I've been a few times.
This is my second time.
Is this the first time that you've come in costume, or did you come in costume last year as well?
No.
This is my first time in costume.
Okay, and besides the fact that it's 125 degrees outside, but with the wind chill, it's only 107.
Oh.
How is it so far? Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's
It's good.
I've been really jealous because I've been on Tumblr and seeing all the people at Comic-Con, and so this kind of helps ease the envy just a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah, and we deal a lot with we talk a lot about pop culture on our show. We talk a lot about we used to go to Comic-Con, San Diego, and stuff like that. But I'll tell you something. First of all, it smells better here.
Yes.
Especially after when you're at San Diego. You're there on that third day. Not good. It's not good whatsoever. It's a lot cheaper. Right, but let me ask you this: for your characters, and I'm gonna say who I think you are, and then you're gonna say, "Boy, is he old and he has no idea what he's talking about." So ready? Here we go. I'm gonna start off first. Ready? You are, of course, somebody from a Tim Burton movie.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the Tim Burton movie, Edward Scissorhands. Nope. It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
You got it.
Yeah. And you're, of course, and your character is, of course, Dr. Shecky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have no idea who that is. I just made that up. So I at least got the movie right, and I'm going to say you are, let me think, you're the Wendy's girl.
No.
Dang it. I was close, right? No?
I wasn't even close?
The red is rubbing off on her.
Is it something to do with the Star Blazers or Speed Racer?
No.
Damn it.
I don't think you'll guess it.
Let me think one more. Could it have something to do with Three's Company, the 1980s TV series?
No, it's kind of recent.
Okay, all right, I'm going to have you tell me which one it is.
It's Haruhi Suzumiya from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
That was your guess immediately, Tom, at the very beginning.
Wilma Flintstone.
That's right. We had no idea. So listen, we appreciate you guys joining us here a little bit. You're having a good time. This goes till about 4 o'clock, and again, we're going to be talking to a few other folks here as well. But ladies, you look fantastic, and don't worry about the old guy not knowing who you were.
We're not.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll see you in a little bit. And I've come across, first of all, not only are there people in costumes, but people in costumes who actually have skills as well here, because we just saw you actually over there with the staff, and you're actually working the staff. Now, what exactly? What kind of character are you?
I'm supposed to be Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. That was a children's Easter movie that came out around Christmas 3 years ago. Funny story. But I've been working with different kinds of weaponry now for about 6 years. So I took up staff 2 years ago and decided I ought to be Jack Frost so I could play with the kids and show off a little bit.
Very cool, very, very cool. And again, the nice part about this is that you don't have to have a license for this because there's nothing sharp on either end. But I do remember that movie, and you do look like Jack Frost from that movie.
You.
That's very, very good. That's very, very good. Now, do you usually? Is this the first time you've been to Tate's in one of these cosplay kind of things?
This is, in fact, the first time I've been to Tate's in costume. When they first opened a shop, I came out. I was like 10, so I didn't come in costume. Since then, I've started doing more and more costuming stuff. And in fact, the last convention I went and I wore a full suit of armor. So this is a lighter outfit.
Yeah, probably a little bit better with the. I believe it's almost the surface of the sun here today. But you know what though? With the wind chill, it's only 107.
2 degrees Kelvin.
2 degrees Kelvin. That's correct. So listen. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're going to see you around on this. Yeah, and you look great. So just keep doing what you're doing here. We're going to be talking to you. Don't stop believing, and we'll be talking to you a little bit later. Okay?
Can you guess who Dennis is?
Yeah. That's right. Have a good time here. So I am with your name, sir.
Steve.
Steve is, of course, playing the Question, which is an old Charlton Comics character that DC bought, and actually Rorschach from The Watchmen is based on him, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now, what is it about the Question that you like so much?
I like how he's a conspiracy theorist. I don't know. I feel as though, like, in a way, his mind is like sort of working like me. I sort of question things, no pun intended. But yeah, I really like his character. I think he deserves a little bit more time in the DC universe.
Absolutely. Now, do you remember the Dennis Cohen and Denny O'Neil series? Did you ever read that back in the 80s for the Question?
I did not, actually.
Okay, you got to get on that because he's even more into like martial arts and like meditation, and taught his professor is actually what there as well. So what I like though about this is that in the 80s series he kind of went away from this kind of a costume. It was more of like a martial arts, and he had a mullet. So that I didn't like, but this is fantastic. Now, how long did it take you to kind of come up with the Question costume? Because the mask is fantastic.
It took me just a little bit. I mean, I based it off of the Justice League Question. So I got pretty much the mask. I got just a mask. I put some spandex over it, hot glue gunned it, and then everything else was just like pick up the pieces like at your local thrift store.
Your local Justice League Unlimited Goodwill, right?
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. Well, listen, thanks very much for talking to us. And look, let's put the mask on, if you don't mind here. And of course, once again, it's 135 degrees today. But look at that. That's fantastic. Excellent. And we've got a fantastic Indiana Jones costume here. And your name, sir?
David.
David? Okay. And David, is this the first time you've been to Tate's?
No, I've been coming out since they opened in 1992. My parents brought me over here when I was actually 1 year old.
Wow. And now were you dressed up at 1 year old? Because have they ever told you that?
I'm not certain. I think that I probably was for like one event. I believe that I saw a photo of me as Robin. I was just held by my dad, who is Batman.
Wow, that's fantastic. That sure beats when Tom, our cameraman, I believe you went here one time, and of course you went as one of your favorite Sailor Moon characters. Nope, just made that up. He was Gleek from the Super Friends.
Too bad. I think you'd make a really good Mini Moon.
See, the Mini Moon. That's right. You could make a really so he's been told. So what do you think about like in regards to what Tate's does? I mean, first of all, it's nice for being able to have stuff for the kids, and there's a very, very big and strong family element to this. What makes Tate's different than some of the other comic stores in the area?
Well, there was this one back in the day ran by Florida SuperCon called Florida Super Comics. They liked to hold maybe too many of these events. I think that Tate's secret is that they have just the right amount of events. They've got their different things during conventions and stuff, and they're able to make it friendly. They put in the right sales and the right times, and I really like the way that they have their layout of the store. It's always changing. That way it's actually an event to come back here every time, even when it's not during like something like this.
Fantastic. And then one last question here is that do you always? I mean, is the Indiana Jones thing? First of all, it's a great leather jacket. Is the Indiana Jones costume something that you go to? Is like you always have it for Halloween? You have it for these costumes? Is it something you put together beforehand, or did you just kind of throw something together on the fly this time?
This one's actually an official thing that was like a giveaway during the Crystal Skull event. It's all official Indiana Jones merchandise. That's where I got the box, not everything but the snake. It actually has the official Indiana Jones symbols on everything, including the back of the jacket, embroidered on the cuff. All of this was just a giveaway thing, and there's one of 2,100 of them, and it usually goes for about $3,000 online.
Wow, that's awesome. What?
I didn't win it though. I managed to find it in a pawn shop for like $50.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
That's like winning the lottery.
That is absolutely like winning. It's exactly like winning the lottery. So, well, we hope we appreciate your time on this, and actually great costume. And we'll keep coming to Tates. We'll.